What up, gamers? Fans here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So, it's a new day for me to record, and yeah, I feel like it's gonna be like maybe one or two more recording sessions, not videos, but sessions, for me to maybe finish this, but we'll see. Maybe three. Actually, I think it might be three or four. I'm just now I don't even know. All right, here we go, guys. We're at their base of operations.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it.
Dang, Raman here is like he's a very different man from like when we first met him.
But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
And yeah, I'm pretty happy that we have a character like this because it feels satisfying to see people who like think on one way, which is opposing what our goals are, and then just helping us out. It feels good.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Okay. These guys?
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
My dog wants to go in.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
I'm guessing they use it to power up that one robot that the Balladeer is gonna use.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
May I ask them a question?
Be my guest.
What am I gonna ask? The sages are trying to create a new god, aren't they?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know?
Hey,
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor.
oh boy.
He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities.
So okay, yeah. I think it's like what I said back in that one dream act in Sumeru City where I guess the Balladeer, assuming he's working with the doctor here, like I haven't seen him together, but I assume they're working together. But yeah, he brought the gnosis of the Raiden Shogun to like power up, I guess, something like the new god or whatever.
The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed.
Really, hold on, let me look back. Just to borrow the Academia's research facilities? Like those type of words?
He asked them, "Do
Oh,
you wish to create a god?"
This
I
is
just
what
had
the
to keep
arrogant
going.
ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel,
Mm.
which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet.
Yeah, we saw that.
After that, they harvested dreams via the Zebzerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output.
Mm.
With the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core.
Mm. So all of the dreams and stuff, like it was just to get the power from the gnosis, and now use it as a divine core.
Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
I mean, dang. I mean, to me that sounds bad already because we saw what happened when people tried to learn this knowledge. Like, I just wonder what they're like, how they're gonna tame it.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The
Wow,
academia has been trying to figure out the
educated guess.
exact source of the scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
So if we can't comprehend it, that means it's only something the gods would know.
Hmm. You
Oh
must have
shoot,
noticed by
what did I say? But the sage's end product won't be the greater Lord Rukadevata.
knowledge and wisdom that matters.
Oh, it's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters.
It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the academia has never treated her as a god.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
When the academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself,
Oh,
she has neither an Archon's raw power nor the spectacular
should clear
insight
my throat.
expected of a
My
god
bad.
of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
Let me read that last part again. So yeah, they just use her to just to power the Akasha. Oh, I guess just the Gnosis. Oh my gosh, dude, really need to drink some water. Hold on. Okay, drink some water. Hopefully my voice is better. Maybe I've been recording too much. Well, yeah, I have been because I wanna make sure I can do the events in time. Even now, they still refuse to acknowledge Lesser Lord Kusanali. I never imagined a god could be subjected to such cruelty. Yeah, I wonder, so if they just need a Gnosis, just to power the Akasha, I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking about the cage. If like wherever she is right now in that chamber, if that's like what's used to power up the Akasha, but I guess it's a Gnosis. Maybe they're like separate. I just thought they're using that chamber to charge the Akasha, or I guess power it. Um, Yeah, I never imagined a god could be subjected to such cruelty.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
Yeah, what a Ramen is such a calm man now, a changed man, and I'm guessing that's gonna be way up there, which I don't feel like doing or going to. All right. Ooh, look at this. A dendrohypostasis. Yeah, can't wait to start fighting them. Like start to fight these new bosses because I feel like I do need to at some point to there's also one over here too, right? I feel like I need to at one point. Ooh. So that I can level up my people, my characters that I got. I think with both Kale and Tainari, they're both in that forest area with that one boss that I need to explore the area of. Alright. We're back at Aru Village. Let's go back. And then we'll see what happens inside here. And then how we're gonna, I guess, you think we're gonna like raid the academia?
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The two new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy.
It's not hard to not it's hard to not feel weighed down by what we just learned. Despite everything Lesser Lord Kusanali has done for her people, the academia has abandoned her in the sanctuary of Suristana like a lost cause. Okay, so they just abandoned her. Okay, I guess the what's being powered up is separate from that sanctuary. I don't know. To me, it just looked like one of those um like places where you just charge things up or power things up. My dog wants to go in. Yeah, it just looks like that to me. Like it reminded me of like something that happened in Borderlands 2. Even though she's protected, those she's protected have never realized there's such a small and childlike god in the world. And also, I feel like with this, like maybe it's just my memory, but I feel like we've seen more of like, Ether's inner thoughts, and sometimes Paimon too.
Hey, say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh, Paimon's so coming with you.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
I want to share everything I know with all of you. Oh.
So you were still withholding some information?
Yes, I'm sorry. I had my reasons, but now I know we're all in this together. In between the conversations, Candace and Paimon bring over snacks and tea. Daya's expression is relaxed, as if her mood hasn't been affected by the heavy conversation at all. Senna has a firm and solemn expression on his face. It looks like he's made up his mind about something. The core beliefs of something. Al-Haytham also turns toward the crowd he wants to listen to. After that, the whole story comes out. All the experiences, feelings, and secrets they all are shared freely with everyone. To share everything means to consider everyone as allies. From today,
Even
everyone will
though
fight
we
as
lived
one,
through
I
all of
think.
this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
That's everything we've experienced so far in Sumeru. I guess we pretty much told our story in Sumeru.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
I wonder if I mentioned anything like before. Oh, my voice. Okay, yeah, I think I am recording a bit too much. I think, yeah, I wonder if we mentioned anything before Sumeru too. I just wonder how detailed we go, or if we only just talked about Sumeru.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
No matter what lies ahead, I will do my utmost.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Hey, Act 4 is done? Wow. And I'm guessing there's an Act 5. How many acts are there? There's so many acts. I don't remember this much acts before. Leave the house. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of acts. I never realized there was this much, but I feel like we might be closing in on like maybe the last act, or maybe we're like at the second to last. I'm not sure. I'll wait the next day. Oh, sure thing. I got mail. Oh, it's a survey. Still haven't done any events yet. Let's go and speed up time. Let me just make sure too, right? Like with the events. Hold on. Like it's still going on, right? Like how many days are left for me? 12 days remaining. Yeah, I gotta keep going, man. I need to finish up this this whole story so that I can do that. Let's go here. It's ready tomorrow by then. Here we go. Talk to Candace, which she is outside somewhere. Wait, where is she? Oh, there she is. I see her. All right.
Candace, we're here! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Please, wait a moment.
What's the matter?
Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Sure. I'll try not to.
Okay.
We're gonna break that promise. Hey, Act 5. Akasha pulses, the Kalpa flame rises. Enter the house. Wait, why did we have to talk here and then we just go back? And why is the quest not marked? It's this one, right? Wait, why do we have to go there? Just so that she can tell me to not to do anything reckless? I guess so. Or you know what? I'm guessing in between acts, that's when they like update to add like a new act.
Here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
Like I don't know if like just us being there is supposed to mean that some time has passed. I don't know.
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
We can start now.
Very well.
After some discussion and debates, the group finally works
You
a
sure
detailed
this
plan
is gonna
together.
work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
Okay, well, so what's the plan? I mean, yeah, I assume it's gonna be one of those things where they're going to tell the plan as we do them.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care.
Hey,
Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
yeah.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
And we'll make our move on the next Nagarba day.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing.
Yeah, I'm sure she says that to everyone though.
Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care.
Thank you, Candace.
You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck with everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
Okay. And with that said, my dog wants to go out once more. There we go. Alright, meet up with Alhaitham, who is somewhere over there. Oh, across the bridge. Alright, sure thing. At that house. Oh, there's the ramen. It just sounds like I say ramen. Ramen.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hate them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating.
And now my dog wants to go in.
Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
I understand and accept.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Makes sense.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Yeah.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Oh yeah. Yes, I remember. He brought that knowledge to the people, and they all suffered because of it.
You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge.
Yeah.
But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
It's definitely possible.
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, You've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
Hmm.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
We must tell Nahida about this as soon as possible. I'm not sure how, but we gotta tell her.
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
She said the key to saving Irminsul is contained within the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
You mean it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces.
That's right.
To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Okay. Go to the Eremite base. Are we going back to like... Oh wait, this is a bit farther out. Or is that the same place? I think that's the same place. Alright, I just fast traveled here. And then I just stopped at the beginning over there at this video. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so far with this video, it's been nothing but just pretty much preparing ourselves for what's going to be coming up. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. Like how this whole plan's going to pull off. You know, they're doing that thing where there's a plan, but they don't tell us. We only learn about it as we do it. Like the only time when they tell us the plan, like in like stories, like in movies or TV shows, is that like they tell us the plan, but they will fail at it. The only time they succeeded on the plan is, well, usually, I would say, is when they like tell the plan over, like as they do it, pretty much. All right, here we are at the Eremite base. Gotta use the ladder. Here we are. Hey, it's the two people.
Ah, they're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
And they're friendly.
How's the work going?
Oh.
Ah, yes. We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Yeah, this is what they use to extract the knowledge, right? Oh wait, are they planning to use it on me? I don't know. Or like just extract something from me.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction?
It's probably
Look
repurposed.
here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious.
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
Huh? Me?
Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes, I do. What I may lack in faith, I'll make up with my actions.
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes,
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Ooh, I'm ready. But no, I think we'll save it for next time. Yeah, we'll do that next time for the next video, which will be an hour long, by the way. So can't wait to see how that happens. Or you know what? I'm ready. Let's go see it right now.
We have orchestrated our plan and successfully
I actually want to see it
rescued
right now.
Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements.
Sure. Okay.
Now, Open your eyes. Here.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be this whole cutscene. That's why I wanted to cut it off, but I think
What's this?
Read it out loud.
some steering words have been written onto the notes. Although you don't quite understand the purpose of this recording, you still
It's
follow
done.
I'll hate them something. What a fascinating experience.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
I'm fine.
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
So it reads minds. Or I guess records the mind.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
Maybe we'll put it on like some very important figure, like maybe the Grand Sage. And then we'll get his thoughts that way.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small
Ooh.
projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Sounds fun. Alright, so yeah, next up, we're gonna go to Caravan Rebot and meet up with Sino, which is all the way over here. I think we can just fast travel there and then just end the video there. Yeah, so next time, we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll see what this whole plan is. I assume right now we're just gonna check in on everyone, like with Sino here, and then Dia, and then we're going to execute our plan. Yeah, so I assume with those things that what's his name, Alhaitham is working on. Like, yeah, I'm just guessing it'll be used on a very important figure. And then I'm just guessing that device is just used to record the minds. I don't really get everything with that, but I'm just wondering if that's it. Maybe I'll look back at it like really quick. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good